Welcome to Brown Betties, proving to you every day that brown girls can wear color too. Okay guys, so for the new 2014 December issue of Cosmopolitan with Rita Ora on the cover, they had some amazing makeup looks inside of the magazine. So I'm going to be doing a little series of a bunch of the remakes of the look. The first one's going to be the Cobalt Cat Eye. Cosmo says, you know how blues can look so rad in a palette, then fade? Put pigments on lockdown by layering powdered shadows over a matching cream in this feminine shape. Then rim inner lids with midnight blue pencil, key to keeping the look edgy, not playful. Okay, so if you like this look and you want this look, let's get into this look. Okay, so first we're going to start with the brows, and we're going to be using the Anastasia Dipbrow Pomade for our brows with an angle brush and a spoolie brush. First we're going to brush out those brows just to get all of the hairs going in one direction and shaping the brows in the way we want them to go. Then we're going to take our dip brow, and we're just going to fill in those brows. I don't want the marker looking brow. It doesn't have to be too prominent. If you look at the picture from Cosmo, it's somewhat of a natural, just filled in brow. So that's what we're going to go for here. Now we'll be using some Too Faced Shadow Insurance. This is to ensure that our shadow does not crease, does not fade, and actually stays where we put it. A very tiny amount just to apply it very evenly to the eyelid, and we're even going to do the lower lash line as well because we will be putting makeup on that as well. Now for our first base, we'll be using a MAC paint pot in the color Painterly. Now we're going to also apply that very thin to the eyelid and make sure it's as smooth as possible. We want that product to lay on very smoothly, okay? Now for our base cream shadow, which was instructed by Cosmo, we'll be using the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the color Peacock. Now we're going to really try to keep that cat eye shape, so you'll see that I'm going to apply it very thinly and keep the shape as much as possible, blend it out with my fingers, and then I'm going to go over that again with a second coat of the cream shadow, alright? Because we really want this cobalt blue eye to pop, okay? So we're going to lay it on that cream shadow twice. Now for the eyeshadow itself, we'll be using the BH Cosmetic 120 color palette, and we're going to be using the shimmery cobalt blue from that palette. Now with the flat Sonia Kashuk brush, you'll see we're just going to be applying that shadow directly over where we have the cream shadow, trying to keep the shape as much as possible. Really need this color to pop, so you will see that we're going to continue to layer upon layer upon layer, packing that color really intensely, okay? Now we're going to be taking a little light fluffy brush with no product on it just to try to blend out those edges, okay? Now I'm going to be taking a L'Oreal pigment, which I do not show the color up here. Sorry about that, guys. But the product will be listed and the bottom of the description. I'm going to be taking that product and just attaching it to the very edges of this look. It's just the same color as the shadow, but just a little bit more intense of a deeper color. And we just want that to go on the outer creases, okay? I don't know if they use it at the Cosmo, but I wanted it to be a little bit more defined. Now with that same pigment, I'm going to be lining the lash line, the upper lash line. And we're just going to blend that upward. Going to blend the lash line up into the lid where the shadow is. It's going to blend it all. Okay, now time for the cleanup. With a makeup wipe remover, we're just going to clean that lower lash line, and we're going to continue to shape out the shape that we were trying to create originally. Now we'll be using a Prestige eyeliner in the color Lively Turquoise, and we're going to insert that in the waterline, okay? Now for the lower lash line, I'm going to line it with the original shadow that we used from the BH Cosmetic palette. We're going to line the entire lower lash line with that. On the outer edges of the lower lash line, I'm going to go back in with that pigment. We're going to try to connect that lower lash line with the top lid to create that nice cat eye that we originally wanted. Now we just want to rim the eyes with a black pencil. Sometimes some girls might say, oh God, why so many steps? Why so many products? This is really going to help us create the intensity that we want in this makeup look. When you look at the eyes and it's so piercing, every product is needed. On to mascara, I'll be using a Maybelline Mega Plush mascara, and I do not use falsies, so I'll just be applying this mascara twice. Falsies would actually really look good with this look. Just going to continue blending some more. Don't stop blending until you are satisfied with the desired look. I'm just going to continue to blend a little bit more until I'm satisfied with the desired look, you know. I'm adding a little bit more pigment on the edges just because I want it to look a little bit more intense. I'm making sure I connect it with my top lash line, and I'm looking at my makeup look, especially my eyes, from every angle, because I don't want there to be creases. I don't want there to be missing spots where makeup is not applied to. So I'm really going to try to detail it now. Onto the face, we'll be using the NYX Photo Finish Primer. That's going to be first. That's the base for the face. Now I'm going in with my Revlon foundation in the color Cappuccino. I'm not going to be contouring or highlighting really, so I want a really nice rich skin tone, okay? So I'm going in with my Revlon foundation because it gives me that rich skin where my face looks nice and flush, healthy, and dewy in a way. Blend, blend, blend. Don't forget the neck and the ears. Now, once I have applied most of the product off my brush and I just have a little remainder left, I'm going to go right under my eyebrows, okay? And I'm doing that because I just want things to blend out. And I think that's a key for dark-skinned girls when you're wearing a color on your eye. You really need your foundation to blend in so the eye is not sticking out so much, you know? So I'm going to just blend the edges of this eye with my foundation just to make it look a little bit more seamless. To set this foundation, I'll be using my matte Mineralize powder in the color Dark Deep. Now, some would say, why do I need powder after I put on foundation? You should be able to see, and if you can't, this SkinFinish by MAC is amazing. Once applied over your foundation, no matter what foundation you're using, as long as it is your color, your skin will be flawless, okay? It makes your skin really look like skin in a nice matte finish, okay? Using blush from the Shany 7-layer palette. It's gonna be like a peachy nude blush, I would say. Yes, because I don't want too much of a prominent look. If you go back to the Cosmo look, it was not very prominent with the face too much. It was really all about the eyes. Now, just to add a little shimmer to the face, I'll be using MAC Mineral Powder. And all products, once again, will be listed in the description box below. And I'm just going to use that as a little bit of a highlight right under the eye area as well as the forehead. Down the nose a little bit too. Now I'm just taking a brush with a little bit of the SkinFinish on it to really blend out those harsh edges with the eyeshadow, okay? I won't be using a highlight. I'm going to use the SkinFinish as somewhat of a highlight. That wasn't enough, so I am going to be going in with a concealer, my Laura Mercier concealer, and I will be lining the eyebrows with the concealer and blending that into the skin. Using a spoolie brush, we're just going to try to maintain the shape of the brows and brush those brows a bit. Now back in with our black pencil, we're going to get the tight line. That is right under the eye where the lashes meet the lid. We're going to go back and forth, and that will make the lashes look a little more rich and darker. Just applying a bit more pigment until I am definitely satisfied with the desired look. Now the magazine, I think she has like a pinky nude lip. So for that, to recreate that, I'm going to be using an E.L.F lipstick in the color Captivating as my base. And that's going to give me a nice nude. For darker skinned women, I would definitely recommend this lipstick. This E.L.F lipstick is very good for a nice nude lip, as you can see. And I'm just going to take a Beauty Supply pink lip gloss and go right in the middle of the lip, pressing them together, not really touching the outside, and that's going to give me the desired lip I am looking for. Going to go right back over that with Captivating to blend it all together, and I'm happy. A smidget more blush and just detailing the face, making sure everything is the way I want it to be. And last but not least, a spritz of Fix Plus. And this tutorial is done. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you like this look.